UNDP is helping Afghanistan on its very slow march towards peace by helping to reintegrate former Taliban fighters into society and also supporting the modernization of the police force. For centuries, this landscape, part of the famous Silk Road that passes through northern Afghanistan, facilitated a flourishing trade between the West and East. Even now, the Silk Road symbolizes peace, prosperity, and Afghanistan's once important role in global trade. Many Afghans here still yearn for a return to that once glorious past. It's a feeling reinforced by the conflict that's gripped this country for the past few decades. Restoring peace in Afghanistan is no easy task. Still, the United Nations Development Programme is helping the government make a start. The Afghanistan Peace and Reintegration Programme is an Afghan government-led initiative supported by UNDP. It helps the Taliban and other former fighters renounce violence and reintegrate into Afghan society. Nurul Aziz is a former Taliban commander and now a senior official in the Religious Affairs Department in the southern Kandahar province. He spends most of his time attempting to convince other fighters to lay down their arms, although he did not make his own decision lightly.
مشورې مې د کور سره خپل د فامیل سره خپل د انډیوالانو د بعضو خصوص سره د خپلو دوستانو سره د سپین ږیرو سره مې دا مشورې وکړې بیا هغو ټولو راته وویل چې دا ډېر ښه تصمیم دی چې ولاړ سې د خپل افغاني وروڼو سره یو ځای سې.
Aziz believes his country should take the risk of trying to reintegrate his former comrades into Afghan society.
زه د دې کوښښ کوم چې طالبان راولم د خپل افغاني وروڼو سره د ځان سره پر وژه ودروم د خپل د افغانستان قدر وپېژنم.
In all, 5,500 reintegrated former fighters received help to demobilize and begin new civilian lives. They surrendered 3,000 weapons as well. Afghanistan's national security and ongoing recovery from years of conflict depends just as much on the reintegration of former fighters as it does on building a strong national police force. UNDP's Law and Order Trust Fund supports the Afghan government to build the national police into a capable and modern force. The program helps build the infrastructure to pay, train and develop the best police officers. Today, 80% of the more than 135,000 Afghan police receive their salaries through the verifiable electronic funds transfer system, whereas 5 years ago, this figure was less than 1%. In remote areas with poor banking infrastructure, the government even pays out salaries through the cell phones. UNDP's Law and Order Trust Fund also promotes gender equality within the police force. 1,300 women have now signed up for police duty and 300 have been trained to respond to domestic violence. Because of such initiatives, public cooperation with and the trust for police is growing across the country. According to the 2011 Police Perception Survey, 81% of Afghans now respect and trust the police, an 8-point increase from the previous year. This may be a small step for the world, but a huge leap for Afghanistan.